I still love this intro. Hey guys, you're watching C1 and Nelly. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Let's Build Springfield. I'm just over the side here. I've got the Simpsons house, Flanders house, and stuff like that there. Moe's Tavern. The Quickie Mart is just over there. Oh, I do have something to show you with the Quickie Mart before we get started. I'm ever so slow. I need way to make myself faster, so splash potions is as fast as I can get. But I've done what I said I was going to do. At last, I know, like 4 episodes ago. If we zoom in here, it'll load in momentarily. Oh, I need my texture pack on, obviously. Oh, that way round, I think it is. I just loaded up. There we go. Look, we've got Quickie Mart sign. How wonderful is that? So what I done for that is I went into the texture files, the texture pack of this Simpsons texture pack, went into the paintings, and then opened it up in Photoshop and changed it to as close as I could get. That was the best sort of sign size or best painting size for what it was, and I'm very, very happy with it. It's got the full name on it now. It looks great. A couple of you said try using banners. It's a really cool idea. I think it would have just been still too big. So that works perfectly. And I also did change one painting as well into the Duff logo, Duff beer look as well. That's in Moe's Tavern, but I'm not gonna show you that today because we are a little bit pressed for time. We've got a lot to talk about. So thank you so much for all the support that you've been giving on this series. I really do appreciate it 100%. I've still got people were saying, and I agree, to put Snake in the Quickie Mart. Maybe we can build his car outside. He's got this like convertible Pontiac Firebird replica sort of type car. And maybe he could be holding up the Quickie Mart. I'm sure we could do that because I think there's a gun, or there are guns in the custom NPC mod. I think is where they're from. There might be. There's knives. He could be holding them up with a knife, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. A musket. I think to me that looks a little bit like a shotgun. So maybe he could be holding it up with a shotgun. There might even be a couple more in here. I'm not 100% sure. But that's a pretty cool thing. People have been saying, can we build the school next? Can we build the power plant next? I really, really want to. Those buildings, I'm so excited. In fact, I'm excited for all of the buildings. However, we need to think about a little bit of structure to the Springfield before we go too crazy about placing buildings. Already, this might be a little bit too close. I might want to extend it a little bit because over here, it's a decent distance. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm thinking of doing is this corner here is going to be the top right-hand corner of the town square with the Jebediah statue in the middle. That's what we're going to be doing today. And after a fair bit of research, I've been looking into what Springfield, the locations of the houses and buildings in Springfield. Now, it does change every episode, like I say every episode, to remind you guys that everything does change throughout the series of The Simpsons. We're having to pick our favourite locations for things, basically. So we've got the town square to go in here. Then behind the town square, in most cases, is actually the courthouse, a very large building, very large courthouse. And then there's a road that goes behind the courthouse, which is the town hall behind there. Town hall's going to be a fun one to do. And then this road will also continue up it's basically in squares, like it is in America. Most places they're out in like blocks, they're called, like big square sections of road, and then it's laid out like that. Here in the UK, the roads are very twisty and bendy, but in America, for efficiency, for space efficiency, they do it in blocks. Very, very clever. Just a lot of traffic, that's all. Not the most efficient way to get cars through it, but efficient for building itself. But behind the town hall, I'm going to build the Springfield Elementary School. So the Springfield School on there. There's also a high school as well, but the high school would be located way, way off in that direction as well. And you hardly ever see the high school in any episode, so we will probably be doing it, but just a lot later down the line. So yeah, courthouse, town hall, Springfield Elementary, and then this is the town square. The power plant, however, is going to be way over there. I still might build it relatively soon. It's going to take us a little while to get there. But in between that, there's quite a few buildings that we need to do. And then there's a big river that's going to go up between this. Because Springfield is basically two sections. It's like split down the middle. The beach would be down that way. And then there'd be like a river or a lake, whichever one goes to the sea. I can't remember which one it is. That goes up. And then the power plant is just on the other side of that river. It's actually built on the side of the river banking. Because you see in some episodes like the nuclear waste is going straight into the water. So that's going to be very interesting. However, today is Town Hall. Now, the reason why I've only got one corner and not gone ahead and done the whole square is because we don't really know how big we want this to be yet. I've got a couple of ideas on how we're going to do it. Like, for example, I would usually work in odd numbers. Because it makes things easier. I want to actually do this in an even number. That might sound really weird, but I think we'll be able to make the statue in the middle look a little bit better. I think from it. So let's work out a corner first. If we go with some leaves, some leaf blocks here, and then we're going to place these down. Well, I'm going to do them one block out from the edge. If we done 4 by 4, I don't think that's big enough. Let's try 6 by 6. Whoops. Something like that. And then we can always build it up a little bit bigger. I'll do that later. Build it up, just get a little bit of character to the hedge, you know, get some Microblocks on it, bring it to life a little bit. And then we're going to want to come in a little bit. There's going to be a bench here. Do I have a bench? I know you guys have been suggesting a load of mods as well. Mr. Crayfish mod, you guys are interested in. Bibliocraft has come up a couple of times. What was the other one? I was just looking through the comments earlier today. I can't remember, I'm sorry. But there are a couple of mods that you guys would be interested in me adding to this. Yeah, I think we can add a couple of mods in. It sounds like a plan. We've got chairs, but they don't join up. I think these ones do, though. These ones are suggesting to me that they might join up together. Yeah, they do. Oh, that's so awesome. That is so cool. Okay, so I want to have... That's such a perfect park bench. I think that's maybe a little bit... Well, that might actually be right, because you've got to remember, we've got to leave enough room for a big courthouse to be pretty much in line. In fact, looking at the picture that I'm looking at, that road isn't in line with this one. It's slightly off-centered. So, I reckon we can probably get away with building it a little bit smaller, like that. And then if we grab some... Oh, I've got my wand. My wand will do. If we go from here, keep this in line, to about... Well, I need it in line, don't I, with... If I just do it to there for the moment. I'm going to replace as well, if you guys didn't see me on the Vulcan server, stone. Oh, I've got a sneeze coming as well, hold on. Oh, I've gone too far as well. So professional, aren't I? Oh, so professional. If you guys didn't see me on the Vulcan MC server, I took your opinion, or took your feedback, because you guys have been saying, why don't you use the set command instead of the replace command? So I done that, and I pretty much wrecked my building. I'm not going to do that. I'm good. I'm fine. I don't want that. So, if we done it like this, this would be the center point, but that would only leave, obviously, a 1 block wide path. I'm not happy with that. I would like a 2, possibly 4 block wide path. If we grab this, if it was 4 blocks, I think 4 blocks would be the nicest. I think 4 blocks, oops, I wanted that. 4 blocks would be the best. So if we went from there, and then replaced that, okay. This takes a little bit of working out. I'm also going to take those away so it doesn't confuse me. And then do the same here. We've got to do this very carefully, because if I get this wrong, it's an awful lot to try and fix. Okay, so if we start with that, Yeah, that will give us... Yeah, that should work. If we hit that, that park bench will not copy and paste, I don't think. But if I stand in the middle here, and we do copy, I don't think that park bench will copy, but the hedges will. And then we do rotate 90. Now, you know what I'm like. I can never remember which way things rotate. But if I stand one block over now, paste. Oh, we nailed it. Oh, the bench did actually copy and paste the wrong way, but it did do it. Rotate 90. And then we stand on this block. Paste. I can't believe that we've nailed this first time. I thought this was going to take a couple of attempts. Oops. Paste. Okay. Oh my god, that's so wonderful. Oh my god. Put that back. Take that one away. Put this one facing the other way again. It's weird how they don't join up when they're copying and pasted. Copy and pasting is really cool. It's just not a proven art. Especially when it comes to these mods. Also, people were saying, why are you crafting stuff like the microblocks? Why are you crafting them when they are actually in here? Well, that's because the mod itself, these little nooks and stuff, these blocks don't actually have an ID. So when you select them, it's not actually there. But when we place it down, it does place down the right shape. It's just always in the texture of a block of coal, no matter what block you chose. Like, I think I chose diamond or ice or something like that. It'll always choose that. So you have to craft them. Some real packs, some real mod packs will actually give every single one of these IDs, so they do work with world edit and stuff like that. But it's a long old job, and neither me or the very kind person who's hosting this server for me has got the time to do that. And I'm not going to ask him to do that. No chance. Also, people have been asking, is there a way that we can play this for ourselves? There is, if you can make it yourself. There's a couple of reasons why I can't release the pack myself. The first reason being I can't release a mod pack without the mod pack owners, or without the mod owners' consent to make a pack. So Microblocks, I would need to ask Microblocks people. I would need to ask custom NPCs people to actually make it into a releasable pack. That's against the terms and conditions. Obviously, you can't just publicize people's things without their permission. Also, I couldn't get this to work on single player, which is why I've got a very kind person hosting this for me to be able to play it. But if you guys have a server, then it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. You should be able to do it. But I couldn't get it to work on single player. There is a way. I know that there's a way to do it, but I couldn't figure it out. So I'm afraid this is as good as I can do. Okay, so statue in the middle. Now, the reason why I went with 4 blocks wide is because I think we could make a little bit of a better statue using microblocks if we do it 2 by 2. Because you know how the corners, these corners here, they can either go in the middle or to the side. So if we only done it 1 block, like in the center, or 3 by 3, you'd be stuck in the middle. But with this, you can actually sort of get a little bit of a structure going that I think will look okay. I think we can do it. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need that. Or that. Just trying to get up some space. Free up a little bit of space. Okay. So, okay. Let's cut this in half. Not putting a crafting bench in there. That won't work. I think we're going to start off with that. That's going to be the main height for the place. And then... Oh, yeah. And then I want to actually cut that down this way. And possibly that way. Possibly. And then what we're going to make the actual statue out of, it's a brownish colour, so we could use brown stained clay. That's probably as close as we're going to get to a sort of bronze colour. Oh, my voice. That's stained glass. I don't think stained glass will end up looking that good. This clay, that grey stained clay, brown stained clay. I still think brown stained clay is the closest. Yeah, I'm going to go with brown stained clay, so we'll grab some of that. We're going to have to grab a few of those, I think, because we're going to start chopping some down. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're going to have to try and get as many of these different ones as we possibly can to try and get a bit of creativity flowing, because this isn't going to be easy. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Have I already got that one? I did. Okay. And then we'll put that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So I think we should start off with this in each corner. Now, before you guys say anything in the comments, it's not gonna look like Jebediah. It really isn't. We're having to do what we can with it, with the size that we've got. So there's the little bear. Oi, go bigger. There we go. So there's like a little bear that is usually by him. In fact, we can probably do that. That adds a little bit of detail to it. No, I wanted this around here as well. Can I put that on there? Oh, why can't I put that on there? If I take that away, can I put that there? I think that's a better height. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Uh-oh. That. I think that's the height I want. Let's try again. There. And there. Yeah, that's a good height. And then, I don't think we can now... How is that placed? Oh, nope. 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 Underneath. Yeah, there we go. We can still do it. Oh, that's wonderful. How did that place? I don't know. I'm not going to ask. Like that. And then like... Oh man, it's so hard. You got to get just the right face of everything. And then maybe one there. Okay, so there's the bear underneath it. And then if we go up another one, that's about the right height for the legs. Okay, so there's his legs. And then we've got his body to go on top. We can't put like a waistband around him, because obviously it's in the middle of the block, and microblocks don't quite work how you might think sometimes. I think that's pretty much as high as we can go, but maybe if I do that and that, let's just have a look, see what it looks like. I might want to do this a layer down. You know, in a weird way, it's very it does look like a sort of Minecraft Jebediah. So I think we're doing a good job. How on earth does that work? I do not know. There. Take that away. I think I was on the wrong one. That's better. That's what I wanted. I wanted a square head. There, and there. And then I think we can put those back now. Okay. Jebediah creeper statue. Oh. No, not quite. Is that right? I swear I done that last time. There. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Can we add a little bit more to this bear now? Just maybe another block higher. Oops. I want to get this somewhat looking okay. No, I don't like that. Yep. And then he's got one arm here. That's probably as good as we're going to get. Oops. Like that. Yeah. And then this arm comes out this way and then is like pointing up. You know, for Minecraft, I'm quite impressed, if I do say so myself. And they'll put a little finger on there because he's pointing up. And I think that's about all we're going to be able to get out of this. Maybe if I... have we got... I want that halved. Just to try and make that look a little bit more... Oops. Like that. Put that one there. I think that looks better, doesn't it? Or maybe... get up there! That does look a little bit weird. Hello, Mr. Weird Elbow Guy. That's pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, and then let's make the bottom of this look a little bit better, which is why I grabbed these blocks here. So we're going to put this, oops, around here. Then there and there. Wonderful. And then possibly a larger one at the bottom. Yeah, that looks really nice. That's a very marbly looking block. I do like clay. I use clay a lot more than most people. And then if we grab some gold... Oh, where'd the crafting bench go? I swear I had the crafting bench there. I must have broke it by accident. Or deliberately without noticing. Wrong one. Chop this down. Chop that down. Give it back to me. And chop that down once more. And then we can put this in here as a little plaque. Yeah, wonderful. I think that's pretty good. And then there's also one little last thing that we need to do on each corner, and that's to add a tree in each corner here. So let's go with just an oak sapling, and let's go with some bone meal, and we'll go with some cobblestone. I think I always use cobblestone because I know it works. You can probably use any block and torch, apart from grass. Grass will not work. And grab some torches, and then we can... Well, do we want a Foursquare, a big tree? Let's see what a big tree would look like. It would be there, and then you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done this many, many times in the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... There we go. Do we want a really big tree, or would a little tree look better? I think let's build a little tree here, or just grow a little tree here, because we always neaten them up afterwards anyway with the microblocks. Yeah, the little trees I think would look better. Okay, let me plant one of those trees in each corner. I'm also going to go around with some microblocks around these hedges and make those look a little bit more natural. And I shall be back to show you. Alright, so I'm just fixing up the road here now. All the junctions and stuff like that. I shall show you the trees momentarily. Come along there. Is that on the right side of the road? Yep. Here in the UK we drive on the left. So I'm doing American roads here, or you know, you're driving on the right hand side of the road at least. But it's not easy for me. It's not easy because I'm so used to being on the left. But there we go. There's all the trees and the bushes all spruced up a little bit. I think that looks really, really nice. I do. And we can do some really cool stuff here. Maybe celebratory events and stuff like that. Like fireworks night. We could have some fireworks set up to blow up into the sky or something like that. I'm sure that we can come up with an event for everything. You know, using hiccups. Using this little place and get all the Simpsons characters together and everything like that. It would be so funny. It really, really would. Okay, so then this also has to be white. But then these ones are grey. This is the last one. I've even got a stop sign already in here. Oops. Went a little bit too far down. And then... Oh. And a little couple of slabs there, I just see. Like this. Put a couple of slabs in there. Put that there. And there we go. So we've got this square around the outside. I really, really like that. That looks so cool. So all I need to do is move that road out about to... So this line here. So the edge of this path needs to be about there-ish. Something like that. So then the road will go from there to there. Yeah. and it'll go up like that, so they're not quite in line. And the same on the other side, the road will start about there and go up, and then that'll give us from there to there to build the courthouse in the middle, because the courthouse is very, very large. It's got big old doors in the middle, a big old staircase, and then it's got like 4 windows either side, and it's 2 stories high. So we'll have a look into that, see if we can do that. The Aztec Theatre will be built there, the cinema. There's a cafe there here, and some other stuff, some dry cleaning and stuff like that. I'm really, really excited for it. But that is going to leave it here for... That is going to leave it here? That's a cross between we are going to leave it here, and that's going to do it for this episode. That's going to leave it here. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. I really am appreciating all the support that you're giving on this series so far. If you can keep it up, that would be amazing. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!